seeing the real trend in banking as a service platforms like ourselves at Railsbank, deconstructing financial products into their core individual components. And so like a bank account, send money, receive money, a card, a loan, and then enabling customers to reconstruct those into their customer experiences, whether you're a supermarket, whether you're an airport, whether you're fintech, and others. So we see this trend of being able to put the financial services and distribute them and put them around the customer, as opposed to the customer having to go to find financial services. I think there's the economics of acquiring need to change significantly, number one. Number two, there's a social thing, is a lot of people like cash, like to be paid in cash, like to be out of the system. I think where it's going to change is when we start going towards a digital sterling or digital dollar or digital euro issued by central banks. And so we are able to then have a totally frictionless, it's almost like open banking payment initiation on steroids, if you see what I mean. That's a time when the costs can be totally drawn out of it and everybody knows where their money is. But cash will always be there because of a thing called a tax system. If you look in France, every restaurant, 60% of the revenues is declared, 40% isn't, and things. So and if you're able to harmonise the tax system to incentivise not using cash, that is probably where you're going to get massive social change. Well, I think that technically and economically for the merchant, it's a great thing. For the consumer, I think there needs to be almost like an industry or throw that to the insurance companies that you can buy the equivalent of the coverage you get on the card schemes for your payment initiations, or the banks or the industry comes together to give that sort of scheme coverage. That's one of the main reasons why there is the Visa, MasterCard are still used. They protect the consumer, and the consumer pays the merchant, and ergo, if the money's coming in from the consumer who buys the goods, that's who's going to drive it. And I think we've got to, refunds are great, that's great, that's a functionality thing, but it's the underlying protections you get from using cards. Now, you don't actually need to use a card to have protection, if you see what I mean. So if you have the schemes sitting on top of payment initiation, which I guess MasterCard and Visa from recent acquisitions and attempted acquisitions were looking to do, that you put those things together, and I think you've got quite a happy space. And I'd throw it out there to all of you involved in the real open banking stuff. We're on the sidelines of banking as a service to see, can you put some consumer protections around it? And that would be and it comes back to faster payments as well, consumer protections. This is the year of the precursor of digital currencies, and I don't just mean Bitcoin. And digital assets being able to be spent. The regulations now coming up to what needs to be. Central banks are getting super interested and capable. So this is a precursor year to probably the rest of the 20s. This year's the real sort of kickoff of it, especially from a regulatory side.